Hello again, college football fans. Where else on YouTube can you get a bad Howard Cosell impression? Probably a lot of places, but you got one right here and now. Just in, didn't you? I want to talk about Bo Nix exiting the Auburn Tigers. Big surprise to me, at least, hearing that he was leaving, considering that he's a legacy there at Auburn. Had the father, of course, legendary coach. Our legendary quarterback there at Auburn. Maybe not legendary, but he was a good quarterback for them back in the day. And, I was surprised that he left because of that reason. I was also surprised because usually when these transfers happen, it's because of playing time and that sort of thing. But I guess the only reason that you would have to look to would be that the coaching change. I thought that it might be good for Bo to have a coaching change, and it looked like that may be the case early in the season, but then he just kind of slid a little bit, and evidently him and Brian Harsin weren't able to come to terms with the way that they should move forward there in Auburn, and so he just decided to pack up and go with Dan Lanning and move from the southeast as far away from that as you could get up there in Oregon. I feel like Bo Nix is a good fit for the Pac-12, but his story at Auburn was just up and down, up and down. Started off great. He had that walk-off touchdown against Washington. I think it was a walk-off. If it wasn't, it was very close to the end of the game, and gave them the lead when they were down. So it was as big as it gets against a team that still had a lot of clout at that time. They still had Peterson as their coach and were not that far removed from their college football playoff appearance against Alabama, of course. But, and then he went on to beat that great Mac Jones-led Alabama team in the Iron Bowl when they still had the quartet of amazing receivers at that time, and was able to outscore them in a shootout. Granted, he was helped with a couple of pick sixes, but still, that's very impressive for a freshman quarterback. And then, he had a down year, and like I said, I felt like after Harsin had stepped in that maybe a coaching change was the best thing for him, and he moved in, but that apparently wasn't the case. And just thinking about him being who he is and his behavior at Auburn, it was sort of an FU to Auburn, really. I mean, the fact that his dad, played there and he was a legacy and everybody loved him down there at Auburn, and then he the way he leaves is to talk a bunch of trash to Alabama for an Iron Bowl that he wasn't going to play in and knew that he wasn't going to play in, and then just dip out, after the season. So sayonara there, Auburn, I suppose, for Bo Nix, but it'll be interesting to see how he adapts to the Pac-12 and moving all the way across the country. And the saga of Bo Nix has got a final chapter there in Eugene, and it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Thanks for watching, and I'll be talking to y'all again soon.